Yo, 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 what's going on out there, Fight World? This your boy Money back with another one, fam. And this one here is back on two future Hall of Famers in this game. We have Errol the True Spence Jr., the king of the welterweight division, the WBC, the IBF, and the Super WBA Unified World Champion, and should be top three on everybody's pound for pound list. Then we have Terence Crawford, the three-division world champion, the former undisputed world champion, the current WBO welterweight world champion, and he too should be top three on everyone's pound for pound list. But Terence Crawford is in a bond, everybody. Terence Crawford is in a situation where he can have the biggest fight of his career, the biggest paycheck of his career, and arguably the biggest win of his career. But the thing is, Terence Crawford is stalling the fight with Errol Spence because he wants more money. And he came out and admitted it through his friend Bernie the boxer that he felt like they're lowballing him when Steven Espinoza told him he needs to be more realistic on the numbers that he's asking for because, it's a difference the way they do business over on their side of the street and what he's used to. So Terence Crawford kind of openly admitted that it's his fault and he's stalling the fight because him and Bomac want to negotiate for more money in the Errol the True Spence Jr. bout. Now, we all know EJ is used to getting back end money. Errol Spence is used to working with the PBC and Showtime. So, like I said in my last video, he understands how things work. People try to get on Errol Spence when he said, I 70-30 him or 80-20 him, and he was just joking about the situation on his girlfriend live stream. No one really knew what Errol Spence was going to offer Terence Crawford, but the 60-40 is very realistic. The 60-40 is very realistic. When we look at how Errol Spence fought, top caliber guys at the 147-pound division, and we look at the numbers that Errol Spence produced on his pay-per-view runs, and we look at the numbers that Terence Crawford produced on his pay-per-view runs. You understand? Where Errol Spence fight, he's in the Cowboy Stadium, and he's putting asses in the seats, and he generates. These are facts. Errol the True Spence Jr., he generates. These are no myths. We're not just making up shit. Numbers don't lie. I repeat, numbers don't lie. And we all know, if we being realistic, that Errol Spence numbers are bigger than Terence Crawford numbers. This man right here, Floyd Money Mayweather, made $1 billion in the sport of boxing. Linked up with the great Al Heyman. Never looked back. But the main thing Floyd made his money on was the back end money. The back end of pay-per-views, is very generous to Floyd Mayweather. Very generous. And Floyd Mayweather understands the back end game better than anybody. I will give him that. We all know Floyd Mayweather is in Terence Crawford ear. We know Floyd Mayweather wants to sign Terence Crawford. We know Floyd Mayweather feel like he can teach Crawford the game at the end of his road because he once was with Bob Arum and he felt neglected from Bob Arum just like Terence Crawford felt neglected by Bob Arum. But like I always say, Floyd Mayweather took his career in his own hands and he moved on while Terence Crawford stuck with Bob Arum and felt like he got played. You understand? So, Terence Crawford is in a mix of listening to Floyd Mayweather and feel like because Floyd been over on PBC longer than anybody and has the great relationship with the great Al Heyman, that he's going to negotiate and teach him how to get more money because he feel like he deserves more money than what they're trying to offer him, right? A lot of people tell me Money Brown is not Floyd Mayweather. Money Brown is not Terence Crawford or Bomac. Money Brown is not Al Heyman or Errol Spence, but it's Steven Espinoza. The president of Showtime Boxing. It's him who want to hold this back and not want to make this fight happen, which is bullshit. Pure bullshit. Steven is the network that they're going to fight on. Steven do have say-so, but Steven is not the one holding up the fight. Steven is very realistic. Steven has been in the biggest fights on Showtime. Steven knows a safety net number that they need to reach to break even and what they need to reach to get them what they deserve and if they ask for big numbers. So I'm not going to blame Steven Espinoza for being realistic and telling Terence Crawford the truth. I stick to my word and I stick to my guns. If Terence Boy Crawford team coming out here talking about they trying to lowball him and they're not coming correct, and Steven Espinoza telling Terence Boy Crawford he need to be more realistic on the numbers that he asking for, then we all know who it is. It's Terence Boy Crawford and Brian Bo McIntyre. You understand? They feel like they deserve more money than what's being presented. They feel like they understand a fight of this magnitude, what it's going to generate. Even though on none of their pay-per-views, they never generate no money, higher than what they're going to generate with Errol Spence. And they feel like they want what they want up front, and they're not going to budge off their square. I feel like as time goes on and we get closer to October or November, that they're going to realize we need to quit bullshit and we need to accept this offer. Right? Because these people are being fair with us. But it's us that's want to play hardball and try to squeeze every dime that we can get. You know what I'm saying? So we need to come back to the drawing board, be realistic, stop trying to, rip people off, accept the great offer that they're giving us, and give the people the fight that they're waiting for. The fight that we've been saying, we've been wanting for 5 years now. Terence Boy Crawford and his crew, right? When the fight only been realistic for about 2 of them damn things. But now that it's more realistic than ever, they sit down at the table, at the negotiation table. They playing hardball. They playing hardball. Like I say, I'm not going to come out here and grill them to the point to where it's some brand new things going on, because we know this is what people do. They sit at the table, they negotiate. Sometimes, some people play hardball. Some people say, I agree. I love the deal. It's fair. Let's make it happen. This is one of them times where Terence Boy Crawford and Brian Bo McIntyre playing hardball because they have some personal towards PBC. Not that PBC has some personal towards them, but that they have some personal towards PBC, feeling like that PBC tried to cast them out and not give them certain opportunities against the top welterweights, but instead giving it to Errol the True Spence Jr., a stablemate and a person that's with their company, right? They gave it to him and didn't want to give it to them, so they felt like they was holding them back for prospering, as Terence Boy Crawford team would say. But I'm going to say this. Terence, you need to let Floyd get up out of your ear. You need to do what's best for your career and your children and your family. There's nothing else out there better than the Errol Spence Jr. fight. Nothing. You understand? Errol Spence is the biggest fight for you and the biggest payday, not a Jamel Charlo. You going up to 54 and I go put you in position to fight for undisputed right away. Because Mel can say, fuck you, you ain't fight my brother Errol Spence. You damn sure ain't getting a fight with me. And Floyd Mayweather can't make nothing happen on this side of town. Only person that can do that is Al Heyman, the man that put us in position, the man that put Floyd Mayweather in position, and that's our manager and our advisor. That's the only cat that can make us do something, not no Floyd. So if you listen to Floyd telling you he can get you a Jamel Charlo fight, you better think again. You better think again. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, fam, the biggest payday for you is Errol Spence. You need to go out there and you need to play ball, Terence Crawford. You need to play ball. Period, fam. It's you at the negotiating table that's holding up the fight. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't try to get as much money as you could, but once you get a good offer that they're giving you, and Steven Espinoza telling you to be realistic, then you need to play ball and step up to the plate. I don't care what the crazy fanatics saying or the Bud Feckenite saying. Errol Spence is the A side. And if he's agreeing and accepting what they giving him, you need to agree and accept what they giving you. Because Errol is a fair man. I can tell he's not trying to do you over, no shape, form, or fashion. At the end of the day, us, the fans, we ready for this fight. Errol Spence ready for this fight. You are ready for this fight. The Omaha people are ready for this fight. The Dallas and the Texas people are ready for this fight. Let's make this shit happen. Quit beating around the bush. Quit listening to Floyd Mayweather. Sign that goddamn contract and give us the fight we want. Period. Shouts out to you. I wish you nothing but the best. Shouts out to my guy, Errol. Errol, go do your thing. Become undisputed champ. Yeah, I know that's who I'm riding with. I ain't sugarcoating nothing at the end of the day. It is what it is. Until then, it's your boy Money's the NSBC. Moving everybody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. You want to donate OG Money on Cash App. Trey52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend. Hit that subscribe button. Like, comment, share the videos. And yeah, I know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.